we are number one and leading company when it comes to aloe vera based products, and we have got amazing products that we need to use ourselves, but also we are building the business by moving the products from the product centers, from Forever Living, to our customers. That's how we're going to get paid. Okay. And so everything else is based on the product. So if you're going to recruit, you're going to recruit because you're going to increase your sales power. Sales power in the sense that if you are able to sell 10,000 worth of products, if you're 5 of you, you'll be selling 50,000 worth of products if you're teaching your team to do the same. That's why we have got the sales masterclass, to help each other to understand how we can be able to move more stock from the center to the customer that we have. My name's Veronica Gervaskundia, this lady in the middle here, and I'm honored to be the head coach and the founder of Team Unstoppable Global. And I take that leadership role with so much pride, because we are creating so many leaders in over 14 countries. We are helping each other into, training each other, mentoring each other into becoming the best version of ourselves. That is for the new people that are here, that probably have never attended any of our meetings, you've just started the business, or you've never had an opportunity to get to hear me. I started the business over a decade ago, and it has been nothing short but amazing experiences in my own family, with the people that we get to work with. We have got amazing people that are building their own lives because of Forever Living products, because they are part of Team Unstoppable. In the marketing plan of Forever, I am a Sapphire manager, having very few leaders, actually managers, to get to Diamond Sapphire. And let me announce this to you tonight. My goal is to become a Diamond Sapphire by December. Okay, that's my goal, and I'm saying it so that I can be able to be accountable. You need to, if there be someone that will come to my inbox and tell me, leader, you said you're going to become a Diamond Sapphire manager by December, please come and remind me of that goal, because I want as many managers in our team as possible. And we can only do that if everybody and every single person has got the responsibility of saying, I am supporting my team to become managers. So I also recruit the way you are recruiting. I also, sell the way you're selling. I do what you are supposed to do. I do what I'm telling you to do. And that is what we have been coaching and duplicating in the team. And so tonight we're going to have Felistas Muhajo. Sorry, actually, I was supposed to change that. I'm sorry, Felistas. I'm so sorry. And then we will have Veronica also, to be able to share with them what they've been learning since they started the business up until now, and they can be able to impact you. Now, we have had an amazing month of July, guys, an amazing month of July. And this month is again going to be an amazing month. And I want you to become an awesome FBO. Okay, I want you to become an awesome FBO. For people that are new, FBO is a forever business owner, okay? I want you to become amazing when it comes to what you have decided to do. Why? Because you have goals. You're not here to just sell. You're not here to just recruit. You're not here to just, be there. You're here because when someone presented to you this opportunity, you said, I want to be part of this. You said, I have got goals that I want to achieve, and I want you to be able to be more. Okay, I want you to be able to succeed. Can you write amen in there? If you're believing that you can actually become more. Now, how you can become an awesome FBO? One is you have got an obligation to use the products. Okay, you cannot succeed in the business. You cannot, become amazing in this business, okay, and grow to your full potential if you don't know the products. And the only way you can be able to know the products is if you are using as many products as possible. So use products daily. If you have already started using the products, make a goal and commitment to say, you know what, I want to make sure that I am increasing my product consumption, either with consistency, because sometimes we buy products, we put them on the shelves and we don't use them. You understand? So now decide to say, you know what, I'm going to use the products with consistency. Second, say I'm going to add at least 2 more products every single month. Okay, so that is one. And then share the price with other people. Okay, don't just use the products. Your family should use the products. Your colleagues should use the products. Get crazy about sharing how amazing our products are. But second is check your system. Already right now we are on the 9th of the month. Now ask yourself, do you still have a 0? If you have a 0, then don't close tomorrow without even putting a 0.3 in your system. Okay, because how you are living your day every single day and how you're closing every single week determines how your month is going to go. Okay, so can I get to see who has already done an order or who has already recruited somebody in the business? Can you write the order, the amount of CC that you've already done? So let's say 0.3, 0.5. You can say I've recruited 2cc, write that on the chart. Let's see who has done something by, wow, and Anaki has already done 4 case credits by today. That's amazing. That's amazing. I can see Tariro. Once you see our presenters already done 4K's credits, guys. That's amazing. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna get the best people, the best trainers. Canisia 1cc, Talent 0.4, Mercy 0.6, iPhone, I don't know who that is, 0.5, 1cc, Tariro 2cc for others. That's amazing, hey? Congratulations, Da Panda. 3.8, Princeton 0.9, Peneambeko 1. Perfect, guys. That's amazing. Now you see when you have done that, keep the chats coming in. I'm gonna come back because we need to keep with the training, but I want to see who has done something. And I'll tell you, don't do it alone. Make sure that now tonight you're gonna go to your team and tell them to not close tomorrow on the 10th with a 0. Okay, check who can be able to do a 0.3 in your team, because this business is a business of duplication. So be checking your system, meaning every single day, go to your system. If you FLP 360 to your back order, back office, go check it. Okay, get to see what is there, and then never miss an event. This also is an event, virtual events, physical events. Be someone that is saying, you know what, I want to learn, I want to be, I want to get and engage into the energy, because honestly, forever, I can't lie, sometimes it's a bit demanding. You understand? Because it's a bit demanding, we get exhausted. But events is what gives you the fire, gives you the energy. Personal development is one more thing. If you want to succeed in this business, ladies and gentlemen, you need to read. You need to ask ChatGPT. You have a question, go there. You need to go and check, YouTube. Okay, you need to have mentors. You need to, make sure that you're gonna clean your social media and get to see, who am I following? What am I following? What am I reading? What am I putting in my head every single day? You understand? But also make sure that you're checking out, who am I listening to? It could be your fellow FBO, but your fellow FBO is always saying that they're tired, they want to quit. You need to cut ties with those people. You want to be associated with people that are giving you the energy. And one way is to do personal development. And we do personal development by reading, by listening, by associating with the right people. You understand? Don't associate with people that are gossiping. Don't associate people with people that are looking people down on people. You understand? Make sure you're getting the positivity every single day, ladies and gentlemen. So personal development. So if you don't have a book to read, I'm going to ask you this month, get yourself a book. Not even this month, this week, get yourself a book and start reading. Okay, go to YouTube and write Go Pro. There's an audio book of network marketing. It's written Go Pro. I need you to listen to that. It's only 2 hours audio book, but it will give you a lot of insights when it comes to our business. I need to write Jane Leach. It's going to get you a lot of trainings when it comes to, our business. You understand? And I need you to write Veronica Kunde. There's a lot of trainings that we've already done before. I was looking at scripts, the training of scripts. Scripts is what you can be able to tell someone. We have got every single thing that you need for you to grow your business. But one most important thing is never miss your 4CC. And our leaders are going to share more on that and how you can actually be able to do 4CC. But CC, just in a bit for people that are new, CC is case credits, and case credits is case credits is money. Okay, it's forever money. Let me just say forever currency. That forever is in over 140 countries, and every country has got its own currency. So like in Tanzania, we're using Tanzanian shillings. In South Africa, we're using South African rands, Namibian dollars, US dollars, pounds, and all that. So every country has got its own currency, which has got different values. And so forever decided to put its own currency so that we can be able to be common. Okay, so when you do an order of aloe vera gel, forever doesn't say, oh, this person has done an order for so and so Namibian dollars, maybe $500 Namibian dollars, or maybe $15. No, it doesn't say that. It says this person has done an order of 0.102 case credits. And when anybody in the world does aloe vera gel in their system, regardless of their currency, the system that will read 0.102. And there is where now you'll be able to level up. CC is what determines how much money you're going to make. The more CCs, the more the money. Okay, CC will determine if you're going to be traveling the world with forever. CC will determine, CC determines everything. Now, the minimum you need to do is what we call 4 case credits, ladies and gentlemen. And meaning you need to do your 1 CC every single month in your own name. In Namibia, South Africa, 1 CC for an assistant supervisor is valued at 3,600. Either you're going to be buying that for your own personal use and your family, and you're going to be selling as well. Because when you join the business, you had customers. You need to keep on serving your customers, guys. Okay, so forever expects you to do 1cc, where you can be using some of the products, and then you can be selling the products to other people, and then you can now recruit other people joining your business. If you recruit two people with a combo, that's already 4cc. But even if you recruit two people with a combo, you still need to do your 1cc under your own name. You understand? Or you can choose to sell all the 4cc. Our trainer, the first trainer of the day, our leader, has already done her 4cc for the month. You understand? So some people say, you know what, I'm going to do my 4cc, then I'm going to be selling throughout the month. Or you can say, me, every week, I'm going to be doing 1cc. And then you sell 1cc. Next week, you sell another 1cc. The other week, you sell. But you have to have some sort of a strategy where you can be able to be doing your 4cc. Now, 4cc means money. Whoever that does 4cc, it means they're making profit, and they're also recruiting people if they have recruited people. But 4cc means money. But on top of that, here is where now you can accumulate your cc and move up. Those that wants to become supervisors, you can buy 10cc. That's in Tanzania, in South Africa and Namibia, that's about 37,000 rands or Namibian dollars. You become a supervisor. However, you want to also recruit people because you want to have people that are going to become supervisors next month, so that you don't get to stuck when you get to supervisor. You don't want to get to supervisor this month and then next month you're doing zero, because now you have got 37,000 worth of products, and then next month you now concentrating on selling those products, which you will sell, but you've done zero. So the only way that can be able to be corrected is if you're going to be recruiting people as well. You understand? So never miss your 4cc, because if you have got at least one person in your team, you can become a supervisor easily. When you have got two people in your team, you can actually, 2 people to 4 people, you can actually become an assistant manager. You understand? Our business right now is a business of building supervisors. And so let's get into our business, into our training. I'm gonna now call upon our first speaker of the day, and none other than Veronica. Veronica from Namibia. There. Okay. She's a leader that started the business not long ago, hey? And she's already a manager. Actually, Veronica, did you make it to manage in what? In 4 months?
Yeah, I think for 4 or 5 months. I don't know. My upliner will confirm that.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
think within 4 months or 5 months max, she was already a manager. And so she's someone that when she joined the business, she was so energetic. She is still very energetic. And I'm personally looking forward into learning from you, Veronica. And I'm over to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. How many of you are actually feeling the energy and the vibe in the house? You know, our head
Ah,
coach is on fire, constantly on fire. I'm like, what do you drink? Of course, we know the answer is aloe vera gel, right? And very nectar.
definitely.
Gives us energy. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, just a few fires there. Give us fires, give us fires. Let's be excited. I think one of the things that really has been inspiring me is excitement, how everybody's excited about the business is contagious, and that's how we get people joining in. So, my name is Veronica Mungonena. My leader is sharing the slides, so I'm waiting for her to put on the slide just so you can get a bit of introduction of who I am. So, I'm Veronica Mungonena. I am a procurement specialist by profession. I currently work in the upstream oil and gas. If you're in Namibia, you know what that is all about. I hold a master's in business administration. Yes, the business is for the educated, for the empowered. It's for us. We are here to shine. We are here to make the business work. So I joined in December 2024. And by the grace of God, I am a manager in the business. I'm a wife and I'm a mother of two. The next slide really is one of my favorite verses. It's from Colossians 3:23. It says, "Whatever you do it heartedly as unto the Lord and not as unto men." If you're not a Christian, whatever you do, right, you must do it as if it's the last thing that you're going to do, because people are actually watching our work ethic. People are looking at, are you really serious about the business? Do you mean business? Do you know where you are going? Are you aimless? Are you shooting aimlessly? Do you know what you want? And they go with that vibe. I mean, some of the people that I've actually introduced into the business, they had other people prospecting them, but they're like, no, you just seem like you have direction. You're constantly having meetings, you're engaging your team. We see where you are going, not, so whatever you do it wholeheartedly. It's either you do it or you don't do it, because it doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but the fact that you're doing it wholeheartedly, you will reach out for help. It's like somebody swimming. You will find your way, you will hold on to somebody or something, and you will push and push and push and push and push. So I'm not going to take a lot of time. I really just want to share with you what has been working with me from a sales perspective. We had a lot of, I think, two master classes already. What I've learned with network marketing, really, you hear the things almost similar, right? Where we are really lacking is implementation. We have a lot of knowledge and we're not implementing. And I really hope, ladies and gentlemen, that tonight, after this, we are going to implement. So, what is the first thing that I've been implementing in my business? The first thing is understanding and profiling your customers. So I'm such a talker that I usually I'll talk everybody and everything, and I don't listen to what my customer is saying. So what I've been doing now is really sitting down and asking, okay, what is your need? Okay, what are you trying to achieve with that? Is it a skin issue? Do you think it's a rash? Are you losing weight? Are you trying to gain weight? Even if it's over the phone. And for some reason, my customers they've just been responding differently. They feel like, yeah, you actually know what you're talking about. You know what you are selling, and you are not just in a hurry to make a sale. You're actually interested in what is going on with me. Somebody will come into your inbox and they are looking for Arctic Sea. I don't just give them the price. Okay, this is the price, especially when they're asking a lot of questions. I'm like, okay, what exactly are you trying to achieve? Why are you asking about this product? So understand your clients, get their profile, know who it is that you are selling to, and you make sure that you listen. The second thing that has really, really, really been working for me is roping in my friends and my family. So I have colleagues, I have my husband's friends that are busy selling for me. How did I get to that? I genuinely reach out and I say, hey, you are using my toothpaste. I'm sure you love it. Do you love it? Yes, I love it. I'm going to order. Awesome. Do you think you have friends that would also be interested in using this product? Yes, no, I actually do. And I'll be like, are you able to get me 3 people that are actually going to be able to buy the toothpaste? And I even give deadlines. I'm like, do you think by Friday you'll be able to get me 3 people that would want the toothpaste? And really, really, really by Friday, I'll be getting a WhatsApp. Hi, I actually need 7 toothpaste, or I need 10 toothpaste. Can I pass by and pick up, because I have my cousin, my auntie, my what that I managed to get for you and that actually want to buy the product. They even collect the money. I've been sharing some of those chats in our group with my upliner, and it's like, when you rope in people, like, you don't have to just be struggling doing it alone. You can actually get people and say, okay, you love the product, how about you refer your friends, your family, people in your surrounding that you think may want to use the product. And you don't if you're asking for a favor, but you're also giving a task, right? Do you think you can get me 2 clients by Friday? I really need to meet a target. The month is going, and I will appreciate if you could do that for me. As when you put that type of agency, I have a target that I need to meet. I'm reaching out to you to support me in this target that I want to meet. They sort of feel like, okay, I'm actually indebted to you, or because of the friendship, I feel like I must support. So they go out and they go find clients for you. So in a day, I would find myself selling over 2,000 Namibian dollars, 3,000 Namibian dollars, not because I have a lot of time in my hands. No, my job is quite busy, but because I now have mini agents who I'm not paying commission, that are moving around trying to get me to get to my goal. So that is another strategy that I've been using that I really see works. Okay, my leader. The second, if we can go to the next slide. Sorry, we say next slide because we tried sharing and it's not working. So I'm gonna spend a lot of time here because I really just want to demonstrate. Of late, we were taught about boosting ads, and I actually thought, you know what? Everybody's saying boost ads, and we don't actually go out and implement. Now, this month, today is the 9th, I am done with my 4CC. I'm sitting with money, and my upliner's like, haha, I want you to start saving your money, save your money. Let's work, let's work. So how did I get there? I actually started to boost my ads on Facebook, but I've done it differently. So what I do is I boost my ad on Facebook, on WhatsApp business, and then you boost it and it goes on Facebook and it goes on Instagram, right? So I have a quick reply. Somebody comes into my inbox and they're like, hi, I would like to know more about the Garcinia, for instance. Let me take that as an example. So I'll send a quick reply. It will say, okay, thank you for coming to my inbox. This is what the product does. This is how much it costs. We are in Windhoek, we can courier countrywide at a small fee, or with a courier fee or whatever that I'll put there. So what I'll do, I'll wait for 2 minutes. I will sit down quietly looking at this person. I'll look, are they typing or are they not typing? If they are typing, okay, they have more questions to ask. If they are not typing, then after 5 minutes, I will call. Now, this is how I do it, and I'm going to demonstrate it live, and I hope you find it meaningful. So I'll pick up the phone and I'll call and I'll be like, just give me a second, let me just silence here. So I'll pick up the phone. Sorry, I have kids and I have toddlers at home, so sometimes you must learn to hustle and balance at the same time. So what I will do is, good afternoon or good morning. Is this a good time to talk? And they'll be like, I saw you speaking. I'm like, oh, it's Nicola Wellness Hub. Now, what I've learned is that give your business a name. That's one. Who is calling? Veronica. Okay, who is Veronica? You understand? It's Nicola Wellness Hub. You send us a WhatsApp concerning the Garcinia. I've provided information. I see you've gone silent. Is there any questions that you might have? I thought it's maybe best that I call and answer all your questions all at once. Very professional. It's not like, oh no, you're in my inbox. It's like very professional. Oh no, 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 I didn't read. Let me quickly read and call you back, or let me read and respond. Thank you so much. Is it okay if I call you back in an hour? If you don't, give me feedback, like really, really professionally engaging these people. Now, there will be one who will say, no, thank you for calling. I actually want more information. So I will immediately give the information and say, okay, this is what it does. This is what it does. What exactly are you looking for? Right? Maybe the lean is what you need and not the Garcinia, or maybe you need a C9 because you're saying you want to lose a lot of weight in a short space of time. Perhaps you must go for the C9. What is your budget? How does your budget look like? And from there, I've also learned to create agency. I've seen that a lot of us FBOs, we are like, people feel you have 100 Arctic Seas and you are not selling, and you're okay with the customer saying, oh, I'll get back to you next week. And then we write down and say, oh, I have this client that is going to come back next week. Like 90% of my clients, I don't even give them that option. When they call, when they reach out, I tell them I have 2 left in stock. Like this week, I was selling the markers. I had 7 of them. I think I have 1 left because it's one client who really, I said, okay, because it's you, I'm going to keep it for you. So when they reach out, I'm like, thank you so much. This product is in demand. I had 10 beginning of the week, or I had 20, and unfortunately, I only have 2. If you don't make a decision now, you might lose out. And I even say, okay, my other phone is ringing. Can you give me a second? Hello? Like, create agency. Don't look desperate. Let people wonder. I say, if I don't buy this thing now, there was a specific customer that was at work. They sent a WhatsApp and they said, please, 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 I'm working under supervision. I'm not able to send money now. Just give me until 1:30. And I said, I'm keeping it for you until 1:30, but it's not a guarantee. 1:30, this client, they don't know me. They're in a different town. They send the money before I send the product. So learn to create agency. Don't sound desperate when they call you, when they come into your inbox. When you even send the message out, you are like, thank you for coming into my inbox, inquiring about our amazing product that is in demand. We only have 4 left. Where can we deliver? So when you're having the conversation, speak with confidence, and then you must speak as if the decision is already made. So for me, I'll usually say, okay, where do I deliver? Or where do you stay? When do I deliver? That is how this week, or let me say this from last month, that is how I've actually really been implementing the boosting of the ads. I've sort of moved away from my warm market because I'm like, we are harassing our family members. It's like they bought the alu yesterday, and you met your target for July. Now you want them to buy again tomorrow because you also have targets for August. So I was just like, no, I actually need to step into my cold market, step into a boosting of ads, and really engage with outsiders. Another thing that I do to boost my sales, and I didn't write it here, is really to offer value. Um, really, 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 like, firstly, who are you as a person, right? Who are you as a person? I walk to somebody and I'm like, oh, hi, how are you? No, and we laugh and stuff. And I'm like, oh, by the way, have you heard about this, have you heard about that, or I will take somebody's number, help, with something, and then I will introduce the product to them. So if there's anything really you are going to remember, or I would want you to remember from my presentation, because really the information, we've had it, we know it, we are just not implemented. We know, be your best customer, offer value, before you offer the product, and etc. Is really build trust quickly. You build trust by calling or sending a voice note. And please don't call when there are children in the background, or go into a private space, and be professional. Hi, this is Veronica speaking. Is it a good time to talk? No, I'm in a meeting. Can I call you back later? Already it's like, I even try, when I hear it's a white person, I even change my accent. I was telling my upline, me, I told the Lord, all the white people are mine. And really, I've been sending products to Bure and white, because they also, it's like, it's just a market I want to get into, because once they like something, they keep coming back. And not to discriminate or anything, but be professional. If I see this person is speaking Afrikaans, I try and get in Afrikaans. I try and meet them at the level where they are at. Even if my Afrikaans is broken, if they're speaking English or Sherero, I also try and get in. But the moment they hear, okay, this girl, she sounds very professional. She's even calling to find out if I understand, or if I have more information. This must be somebody that can be trusted. So immediately when you've built trust, it's easy for you to command and say, listen, I only have two in stock. I'm rushing into a meeting. My phone is ringing like crazy. If you don't make a decision now, unfortunately, when you come back, there will not be any stock left for you. Yeah. I don't know if I have another slide, but on a nutshell, what has been working for me is that when I joined the business, I sold a lot of C9s, but that was a warm market. With a warm market, I don't even ask. I just say, listen, I have a box for you. You're picking it up, right? You say you want me to succeed. I've started this venture because it's your warm list. It's your cousins, it's your colleagues, it's your what. They know who you are. So I don't ask. I don't. It's non-negotiable. I pack 10 toothpaste, and I tell my husband, when you get there, everybody must get one, and and you get the money. Or that's how I relate with my warm market. There's no asking and begging. Last night I asked my uncle, I'm sure your toothpaste are done, I'm bringing three. That is how I relate with my warm market. But on the cold market, really, if what has been working for me, it's this. And I hope this was helpful. My leader, I think this is my last slide, correct?
Wow. Thank you so much. That was
Thank
powerful. Thank you. I could also feel your energy. Guys, do you agree that Veronica's, we have got amazing energies, guys? Yo, powerful, powerful, powerful. So when you are naming your next baby, name them Veronica. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my leader. I believe you have learned. Can you please write put the fire in there? But I need you to write one thing or two things or three things that you have learned from Veronica this evening. Can you write what you have learned from Veronica this evening? And without waste time, allow me to thank you, Veronica, for taking your time and preparing. I know it was a short notice when you said yes, and you are here. You showed up with wholeheartedly, and I appreciate. I believe we're gonna make more sales from what you have just shared. And allow me now to be able to bring in our second speaker, and then I'll be closing the meeting. And so I'm gonna unmute our assistant manager. Guys, can you please put a pop in there, guys, because this lady really and her team did amazing in August. She became assistant manager, raising supervisors in her team, and she is, ladies and gentlemen, the very first assistant manager in Team Unstoppable in Zimbabwe. So she's definitely going to become the very first manager from Team Unstoppable in Zimbabwe. And so I'm so very proud of you. She got an opportunity from social media, and she started the business under her sponsor, Susan, without even knowing each other. I met her when I went for the first tour that we did in Zimbabwe, and I actually went because of her. And today it makes me so very proud to have her trainers, okay, as one of the super achievers in the team, and as our very first upcoming manager in the whole country in Zimbabwe. Felicitas, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Veronica, for the time. I hope you can hear me clearly. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, we can hear you, leader.
Okay. Thank you so much, Veronica, for your time. And I would want to say thank you so much to everyone who has actually set aside whatever he or she was doing tonight to come and listen to this masterclass. I really appreciate. And I also want to say congratulations to those people who have actually managed to level up last month. And I also did level up as well last month as an assistant, manager. Right, let me start by introducing myself on this masterclass tonight. My name is Felicitas Emily. Lita, can you put the first slide? Right, my name is Felicitas Emily Mujabo, and I'm a recent assistant manager, and I'm connecting from the capital city, Harare, all the way from Zimbabwe. I'm an entrepreneur, yes, and I am a farmer. I'm actually connecting from the farmhouse right now because it's a weekend. I'm a wife and I'm a mother of three, and I'm doing this forever business part time, right? First of all, let me say this forever living business is a product based business, and this is the reason why the sales masterclass or the sales training it's very important. Why? Because there is need for the movement of products for our business to become sustainable. Right. Let me go on to say in actual sense, a business is either we are exchanging products or we are exchanging a service. And in this case, our forever business, it's a product based. All right. So meaning to say it is important to note that the movement of product is what makes our business sustainable, right? You can recruit 20 people today, and if they keep their start your journey boxes, there is no business. Why? Because if there is no movement of products, right, it means it's a once off transaction, right? And there is no retention of the team members, and also there is no way you would get money to order more products, right? Let me go on to this next slide, right? I have highlighted it as myself, not referring to me actually. I'm referring to you who is listening to this presentation or this masterclass tonight. Myself, I'm referring to you, Susan. I'm referring to you, Veronica. I'm referring to you, Bongani, tonight. Why am I saying yourself or myself? Right. Are you positive about your business? It starts with you before you sell to the next person. You yourself, are you positive enough about your business? The moment your mindset, you love what you are doing and you're very positive with your business and what it offers, then you're good to go. Because the moment you become positive, then that brings in the confidence now, right? Once we have the confidence, we move on to equipping ourselves with enough knowledge on the products. Yes, we can sell the products, but the moment you are not well equipped or you don't have enough knowledge on the products, it's very difficult to sell it to the next person. Therefore, you need to inquire enough knowledge about these products that we are selling today, right? Then the next step is this: you need to dress up you yourself. You need to package yourself before you package the product, right? The moment you go out there to sell the product, the first impression on its own, it sells the product before you hand over the product to the customer. What am I saying today? Your outlook on its own should send a statement to that person who is receiving the product. So please make sure before you package your products, you need to make sure you package yourself, because the first impression is very important. You need to be professionally dressed before you go out to deliver. You know, people they tend to build trust in the first look that they will see on someone. Okay, so please make sure before you go out there, when you're meeting, when you're having, those first deliveries, make an effort to go there. Why? Because the first impression is always that one that cut the deepest. Okay, and make sure you dress up. I mean, to package yourself so that your first appearance, it will build that relationship. People will relate the brand with how you look, right? Let me actually say also, you need to give a brief video of a brief introduction about yourself so that people would trust. Is to build trust in the products before you sell it to the next person. If you check on my page, Felicitas Njo, I've actually done a brief introduction about me, myself, my journey on the Forever. Why? It builds this trust that you are actually in this thing. I'm well packaged in this business. All right. The next thing, let me go on to the marketing plan relevance. Yes, yourself, it's here. Then you need to relate the selling of the product with the marketing plan. If you check in the marketing plan or the marketing cycle, they say use the products. It's a way of selling. If you use the products yourself, right, you become the product of the product. If you become the product of the product, it will actually attract the next person. Would say, hi, how are you? Which product are you using? Your skin is very nice. Then you say, I use the jelly, I'm using the propolis. That's another point of selling. This is what I do. I use the products as the way of selling. So me becoming the product of the product, I take advantage of that in selling the products. I sell the jellies, propolis, because I use the products. Okay, right. Then after using the products, then you share it to the next person. Now you are selling because you have experienced the products you yourself. So before you sell the products to the next person, let us see the appearance. Let us see the result of the product on you yourself before it goes to the next person, before you share it to the next person. All right, let's go on to the next to the next to the next slide. The next slide is the sales activities. Right. In as much as we can do all the sales activities that we can do, it needs consistency, right? Social media, 80% of our time, people are now spending most of the time on social media, be it Instagram. If I ask you today, like, have you not even played an Instagram or a TikTok video? Everyone has done the videos or have actually watched the videos. Therefore, please let's make sure that we make use of those social media platforms to make money out of it, right? Spend your data in doing something that is of value, right? Therefore, on every social media platform that you are using, make sure you post regularly. You need to post at least once or twice, and be it pictures. Please note, I'm highlighting this. Please note, you need to make sure that you put disclaimers that this is not medicine, but it's food supplement, so that you avoid your account from being blocked with the Forever office, number one. Number two, so that you don't over exaggerate on the products, all right? So please make sure when you are posting on your social medias, you need to put a disclaimer, all right? Then also on social medias, if you put pictures, yes, please create some short videos, maybe when you're using the products or maybe when you're explaining the product. It also help you to express yourself more on the use of the products more than pictures, right? Then we go on to promoting ads, like what my other presenter was saying on promoting ads. Please make sure you promote these ads so that you reach a wide range of people, and then you target the specific geo or location that you want to focus on, right? And on top of that, I would want to introduce to you this one about a Google account, right? Please anchor your business on Google. Why? If you are in a certain area, or let me say, if you're in Pretoria, if you're in Joburg, if I'm here in Zimbabwe, right? If someone is going to type Forever Living Products Harare or Forever Living Products Lusaka, right? The location that is closer, if that person type aloe or forever, whatever the product it is, if it picks the closest location, which is you, then that person is definitely going to come to the closest. Please make sure you end your business um, on Google account so that whenever people are typing or looking for the products, you will be the one that will be popping up on their screens. And then make sure on that Google account you update on pictures, you update on your contact details clearly, your location, which is the address, and please provide enough information so that it will be easier for the customers or for the clients to get hold of you, right? Let me go on to the next. Make sure you do some product launches, especially for those people who are new in the business. It actually helps them to explain the business, the products to the people that would attend to the product launches, right? Then also some market exhibitions. Market exhibitions, it means you need to just find a place, those markets that usually happen, especially during the weekends. Please make use of that market exhibitions. You are actually creating awareness to the people that you have these amazing products that you are selling, right? We have also other sales activities like flyers, um, some cards. Please also make use of that. You are branding your business, you are branding your products, you are branding yourself. It's This is what we call creating awareness. You cannot get that box, that start your journey box, and then you keep it behind your door or you keep it in your house. No one would know that you have these products in your house. Therefore, you need to create awareness. How do you create this awareness? We are making use of these flyers, cards, product launches, market exhibitions, then you promote ads and making use of other social media platforms, right? Then you need to also initiate fun activities that attracts people, such as marathons and workouts, boot camps and picnics. People they need fun. Now people they are looking forward to to funny and living health at the same time. Please create some scenarios and post some pictures, creating content about some of these outings with your products. The moment you create those content with those activities, people they start to to ask. It's a kind of way of prospecting, but at the same time it's a way people would want to associate with you. Why? Because the moment you do those marathons, they pull crowd. Those workouts, they pull crowd. Picnics, people they want to go out and refresh. Make use of those picnics and marathons because they pull crowd, and then you write your products on, and then you sell to your clients or to people. That's creation of awareness, right? Let's go on to the next slide. Right. Above all, in as much as we can sell all the products, in as much as we can post on all the social media platforms, in as much as we can do all the sales activities that I've mentioned, which is social media, which is promoting ads, Google flyers, and advertising, even those product launch. Right. We have these important key points that helps us to maintain sustainable business. Number one, it's a retention, right? If you sell to 20 people, right, or 50 people, you need to retain those customers so that they will have repeat purchases. They should not do once off purchases and go. Right. How do we retain our customers? Number one, we do follow ups, checking on customers on the use of the products. Let me give you an example of a message that I usually do. I'll just say, "Hi, how are you doing? I just want to check on your use of the product so far. How is it going?" And the person with, it shows a bit of care, like you, in as much as you would want money out of it, but you also care for that person, right? So the moment that person feels like someone is following up and see and checking on me, it will actually shows that you are not only for business, but you are there to keep people, to look after people. Therefore, it creates a retention of those customers. You won't have once off purchases. So please make sure you need to retain those customers that you bring in so that you have repeat purchases, right? Please make sure also you give some small gifts, right? We have number one, you need to have you have different customers. We have, those customers that buy small products. We have those ones, the moderate, I would say the medium ones, and then we have VIP, and then we have VVIP. When I'm saying small gifts, it all depends. There are those VVIP. Let me give you an example of a client who purchased 6 collagens from me. It's a once-off transaction that was worth around 660 USD. I won't feel any pain of giving that person even one tooth gel to say thank you so much for coming through, and then you write a small note to say thank you so much for always coming through, and then you attach your small tooth gel. Please, um also try out our new product, or maybe please also try out our tooth gel. It's one of our products that we have in our range that can actually help you to sell. I remember giving a client who usually buys some triplex. She would buy triplex at every go. But then one day I just put in a tooth gel to say, thank you so much for always coming through. But the next thing she called me and said, I saw a tooth gel and a knot. But you know what? I've just read about the tooth gel. It actually helps on pearls. I would want to try it out. She tried it she tried the tooth gel out. And the next day she called and said, you know what? Now I'm feeling a bit better. There's a bit of change. I think I need more. And she ordered 10. It started with me giving away that gift to say thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so much for supporting and buying these triplex all times. But please try this one out, which is part of our product range. And the next thing, she actually do a repeat purchase again of 10 more tooth gels. Right. So please, you need to, it's not always the case that you need to always give gifts, but those VVIP, try and appreciate them. It can actually retain your customers. That is customer retention. Then the next thing, please share your experience on the use of the product. The moment you share experience on the use of the product to your clients, they won't doubt the products, and it can actually keep the clients to keep on, coming back and buying the purchasing the product, right? Then you need to create relationship building with your clients. Understand your customers and ask them relevant questions. Hi, how are you doing? Hi, how are you doing? How is it so far? And how is your child doing so far after using the allocates? We also have the weight loss. Possibly you might want to try it out. I've seen you love those weight. You always go to the gym. You always do. Just trying to build that relationship with your customers, and telling them or educating them about the products that we have. This can actually help you to retain the customers in your business. Right. Let's move on to the next slide. Right. Right. So let me actually say, um, on the retention, giving on retention after following up and use of the products, also giving small gifts. Please make also an introduction video about yourself for trust purposes on your clients, right? And share your experiences use on the products, relationship building, understand your customer. Please group them as like these are the VVIP, this is VIP, this is just moderate customers, and then this can actually help you to retain your customers. Above all, I would want to say, and please take note on this. Right. It is very important for us as FBOs to master on the selling. Why is it important for us FBOs to master the selling? Because our business it needs a movement of products for it to be sustainable, for it to make sense. You can recruit 20 people today. If those 20 people they can't sell their Start Your Journey box, it's a once-off transaction. We need to have repeat purchases. We need to have repeat sales so that we spin the money back in ordering our products. That's building the CCs now. But the moment we keep on holding on to that start your journey box, then there is no business. Number one, we cannot also retain members in our team because they can't sell the products. Please make sure and please take note. OFBOs, if you are a team leader or if you have a team, please make sure you teach your team, you train them on the products, number one. Number two, please teach them how you sell the products. Because the moment they know how to sell, the next thing they will sell, they'll get the money. If they get the money, they will return it back into the business. Then you have a sustainable business because you are retaining not only the customer, but you are also retaining the team members or you are retaining the people that you have brought in the business. So please make sure you teach those people who are coming in into the business how to sell, how to get that dollar, how to get that $5. Because the moment they do that, now they can spin the money more often. The moment they spin it, then it's actually sustainable business to you. So let's make sure we retain both the customers and the team members. If your team member can't sell, there's no business. So let's engage or let's teach people how to sell. You can recruit, yes, but please not, it's just a once off transaction. You get that $100 at once. If that person is just keeping the statue journey box at her place, there's no business. If you recruit, the next person is keeping that start your journey at home, there is no business. So therefore we want the movement of those products that are kept at home. The moment there is movement of those products, then there is sustainable business. So let's develop the culture of selling. Let's develop a culture of teaching people how to get that dollar, how to get that 500 rands, 200 rands, so that we have our business sustainable and retention of both the customers and the team members. It's not all about retaining the customers only, no. It's also about retaining the team members, because with the team members, then we have business, because there will be movement of products from each person. So make sure it's not only on customers when it comes to selling. Let's master it. It's also on you. You need to retain the team members for the business to become sustainable. All right. And then my last slide, let me say, let's support our team members so that we win together, polishing on our selling skills. Like I was saying, you need a team that is moving products for it to be sustainable. So make sure you support your team in polishing their selling skills or their advertising, be it um, their advertising, their promoting of ads, so that you win together. The moment there is movement of products on your team, then your business is sustainable. If there is no movement, if you're just recruiting and those people they're keeping those statue jelly boxes at home, then you're not winning because your business is not sustainable. You need a team that is selling, that is moving products so that you get money. The moment they get money, they order again, get more products. The CCs they are spinning now. Then you are retaining your team members and you are retaining the customers. At the same time, you are winning with your team and your business is sustainable. Right. I would want to say thank you so much for joining tonight. And I really appreciate your time. And I hope you are going to retain not only the customers, but you are also going to retain your team members by teaching them how to sell and how to get that dollar, that 500, right? And let's make use of social media. Let's not use it for fun, but let's use it to make money. And please not, it's not only recruiting that brings money. Please not, we need a movement of products so that our business will become sustainable, because our business is based on movement of products. Thank you so much, Veronica, for your time, and thank you so much for everyone who was listening tonight. My name is Felicitas Emily, and I was connecting all the way from Zimbabwe. And thank you so much to my upliner who I met on social media, on Facebook. You know, it works, hey? And cheers to winning. Thank you and have a pleasant evening.
Wow, thank you so much. That was really powerful. I really appreciate you, Lida. Quite a number of points that she shared. Also on retention, she shared on how you can be able to retain your customers. But one more thing that she said, guys, don't look desperate, okay? Don't look desperate. Very important. Make sure that you're dressing up amazingly, you know, as a businesswoman that you are, as a businessman that you are, okay? And having a Google business, okay, having a business on Google, okay, because you know some people be just writing, hey, forever living Zimbabwe, forever living Namibia, you know, when they write that, Google will be picking up your account, and it will be, you know, they'll be contacting you. I mean, I think that's really really amazing. And I know up until now you have learned a lot. Don't leave the meeting yet. We have got 3 speakers and I'm the last speaker. So don't leave the meeting. The meeting is not over. That's just 1 hour. Okay. So I'm going to finish the meeting by sharing my what has been working for me as well in the past 2 months or 3 months, I'll say. And I believe you also find value. So thank you so much, Felicitas, for what you have shared with us. And thank you so much, Veronica, also for sharing with us. And thank you everybody for being part of this session. Now, we spoke about 4CC, and I'm just gonna highlight that. Okay, this is in, okay, yeah. So 4CC, back to, you know, we have shared the ideas on how you can be able to retail. We have shared the ideas on how you can be able to retain your people. Some scripts also, I think Felicitas has shared what she actually tells her people when she wants to get referrals as well. You understand? So there's a lot of trainings, but now the idea is making sure that we are moving the product. The idea is making sure that we are able to make the sales for ourselves to be able to be financially okay. You understand? But the idea is also making sure that we're serving more people so that people can be able to benefit with the amazing products that we have. And so the minimum that you need to do for yourself is obviously 4CC. As I said, is a big building block for your business. If you want to move up from one level to the next, then you need to be doing 4CC so that you can become an example for your team that are actually doing 4CC. And so it also gives you a very immediate income. So for people that are doing 4CC, for example, for Tanzania, profit of 1CC is about 250,000 Tanzanian shillings. In South Africa, Namibia, that's about 1,500. So if you do your 4CC, already that's an immediate income of about 6,000. You understand? If you recruit, then there's more bonus coming in. When you recruit in Tanzania, 2CC, that's about 255,000 Tanzanian shillings. In Namibia, South Africa, that's about 1.6. So also when you recruit someone directly under you, that becomes part of your 4CC. And then when you do your 4CC as an assistant supervisor, with all the ideas that you have gathered, the idea is you getting to do your 4CC. That's why we are training you how you can be able to do your own sales. Because when you do your 4CC, you are now also qualifying to get a boost bonus. Boost bonus is another additional 5% of the purchase that you have done under your own name, and 5% of you recruiting a new person, okay? Because you'll only get immediately a 25%, but you will not get a 5% if you're not doing your 4CC. If you do, that means you'll be getting more than 1.6 by recruiting someone. And can we make a decision to say, I want to do a 4CC by 17th? Guys, maximum then at least by 20th. Okay, and you can actually be able to do it. We have seen that there are people that have already done 1CC, 2CC, even 4CC by now, and so you can challenge yourself. If it's not by 17th, let's say you're a new person, you know, you don't know much what to do, but at least don't give it up to the 25th. Don't do your 4CC on the last day of the month. Okay, and let me tell you, business is about a decision. Now for the new people, I'm going to ask you to make sure that you're doing your second order this month. Okay, whether you've started the business beginning of the month, but do your second order this month. If you started the business last month and you still have got zero, obviously you'll be like using the products and sharing the products on your first combo, then do the second order. Why? Because the second order is where now you're getting a 30% discount. So the profit that you're talking about is only coming not on the combo. The profit that you're supposed to get is coming from the second order. So if you've got someone that has joined the business, I'm going to ask you to make sure that they are actually, actually doing the second order, because if they have not done it, then you might lose those people because they don't know how much profit they can be able to make until they do their second order after the combo. Because the combo, remember, you're only getting a 5%. After that, then you're getting a 30% discount. And what has been working is product campaign. Guys, I've been talking about this product campaign for quite some time. And product campaign is where you're saying, this month, I'm going to focus on this. This week, I'm going to focus on this product. You understand? And then when you say it's a campaign, it means you don't just announce. It means you talk about it. You create content about it. You train, you also educate people about what you are passionate about at that particular time. For me right now is collagen. That is what I'm focusing on. I create content. I get excited. I use it. I share with people that I'm using it. And I post. Sometimes I even post 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, guys. You cannot keep quiet. They say your humbleness of saying, I don't want to be seeing a lot of times, your humbleness, okay, of saying, I don't want to be, posting too much. It's going to be too much. That too much mindset is what is causing you not to make money. Be as loud as possible, guys. I am posting my business because my business is what puts food on the table. My business, Forever Living, not just my business, Forever Living is what actually gives me the opportunity to have global stages, gives me an opportunity, to have people that are saying, you know what, I am able to now take my kids to a better school. It's Forever Living. I will not post about anything else, guys. And if anybody's going to find me in what I do and give me, guys, I am passionate. I am passionate. I don't feel shy about talking about Forever Living. I don't feel shy about talking about network marketing. You see, that is what is people attracted into. Like if someone is selling handbags, don't they post 7 times in a day? So why you that is doing Forever Living, you're not posting as much and you're saying you're being salesy? I'm not being salesy. I'm being me. Because if there's something that is paying you money, then why are you shy about it? Guys, don't be too, how do I even call that, guys? You should follow me on social media. Guys, I am bold. Okay. And right now, I'm actually going to be talking about network marketing live directly. I'm going to be talking Forever Living live directly. So when it comes to campaign, whatever you're campaigning on, guys, you need to talk about it as much. Now, these are our top selling products anywhere in the world, actually. One is aloe vera gel or aloe vera gel minis, tooth gels, Clean 9, RG Plus, Malt Marker, deodorants, Actic C, and now we have collagen. These are our main selling products, guys. And so if you want to go and run a campaign, then that is what you need to run a campaign on. And then also another thing is, don't just talk about one product, talk in packs, okay? Sell in packs. You understand? And okay, that's another point. So consistency in posting, when you're saying I want to do campaign. One is, as I said, consistent in posting, but on top of that, make sure that your WhatsApp status and your Insta stories and Facebook stories is actually always on. There should be something going on, because you see, people might not even like, people might not comment, but people are watching. And because of that, give them something to watch all the time. Someone might not buy today, but they'll come buy tomorrow. Someone might be negative today, but the more you keep posting, they sing your energy. There's a day they'll say, you know what? I want to be part of this person. I want to be part of this girl. I want to be part of this lady, because, I want to be part of this gentleman, because I see the energy. I see the consistency. They say in 6 months, every 6 months, people make a decision that they would have never made 6 months ago. You understand? And so you need to keep showing up. There's a day you will not post and then someone will buy from someone else because they have forgotten your name. Trust me, some people will be watching you, they've not even followed you. You understand? So when you disappear, they go and check on another person. There are people that are saying, you know what, my business is not working, I'm going to quit. The minute to quit is the minute that your prospect has decided to say yes to the business, and they're going to join under someone else. And then they're going to become managers, which they could have joined under you, and you could also become a manager. Now, when you post on status and Insta stories, as I said, I post a lot, and I feel good about it, because, guys, there's so much to go on social media. So if there's so much, I also need to be part of those so much. Okay. Now, when it comes to social media, when someone has watched your Insta stories or Facebook stories, you need to be giving yourself a culture of saying, you know what, I'm going to be texting these people. Okay. I'm going to be texting these people. Okay, so this is a script that you can be able to give to share. Like, I've noticed that you have watched my Insta stories, or you have just followed my profile, or you liked my post, or you're following the same person. Thank you for that. So it could be any of these. So maybe you're following the same person, or maybe they have liked your post. You have seen a like, and maybe you've never seen that person. Maybe they have viewed your profile, or maybe they have watched your Insta stories. Get to them and get to say hello. That's amazing. I'm glad to connect with you, and and with millions of social media users, I'm certain that it is not by chance that we connected. How is 2025 treating you so far? And then wait for the reply. You did not even talk about forever. You did not talk about any product. You did not talk about any. You're just connecting with people. When you do that, Kwanzaa, first is algorithm is going to favor you, because every time that you're going to be posting, this person will be seeing their post, will be seeing your post. Okay. Second is, this person will be now come to your profile, and they'll be checking you out. You understand? So you wait for the reply, and then when the reply, now you can keep on according to how they're saying. You understand? So then after that, then, this was actually a whole training. That's why you can see this. So after that, you can chat a bit more. But the most important thing is making sure that you're getting the number. You're getting the number. That's the whole idea, is getting the number of as many people, of your followers, as possible. And then on top of that is, these are top selling parts. Okay. Where. Yes, so suggest, when people are coming to you, also suggest to sell in packs. And these are our most selling packs. Why did this one come before? Okay, so women reproductive health, actually women reproductive health, men reproductive health, skincare, anti-aging, and kids products, and then back to school packs. So if you want to do campaigning, also campaign on these products. Okay, you can have 2 products in each, you can have 3 products in each. Like women reproductive health, you can be able to promote multimarker, vitalize for women, and then berry nectar. Men reproductive health, you can promote Plus, vitalize for men, multimarker, and then aloe vera gel. Skincare, now you can put maybe collagen and some skincare products. Anti-aging products, collagen, Forever Daily, guys. I've been reading about Forever Daily, and I will tell you, it's just an amazing product. Guys, one more thing that you should do is learn your products. Learn the product. Right now, I'm learning about anti-aging, and one of the doctors was in mentioning the nutrients that you need for anti-aging. And you won't believe, in Forever, one of the products that is very powerful when it comes to that is Forever Daily, and it's one of the least spoken products, Forever Daily. I'm so very excited. I'm going to be taking that with consistency. Kids products, you can put aloe vera gel, berry nectar, Forever Kids. You can put gummies, or you can put Absorban C, but you can put Arctic C, ultralight as well. You understand? So kids basically bits and pictures, Arctic Sea, Forever Kids mostly. Okay. Ultralight is also very important because it's protein. And then back to school packs, it depends with the age. But there's Arctic Sea there, there's deodorant there, there's tooth gel there, for boarding school, and all that. The jelly tube, you understand? So get to understand that you don't want to be selling one product. So be selling products in packs. You understand? So be selling products in packs. And now also another thing that I've started to do that is really working for me is when someone is asking, how much is this product? Or can I get this product? I don't just say, okay, that's fine, it's this much amount of money. No, I send a voice note. That's the easiest thing for me to do. I might not call all the time, but I will send a voice note. On social media, I will not reply by a message. Even by when I want to get a number, I will send a voice note. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for reaching out, and congratulations for the interest. And collagen is 300,000, and I'll tell you it's an amazing product, and within about 2 weeks, you'll be getting results. And then I'm going to send you my number. Can we communicate? What's your number? Then I'll just write my number. In fact, I found it even easier. But I will tell you, when people are finding your voice message, they're finding your energy there. And that energy is so different from you texting them. So I'm finding and getting better results. Today alone, I've recruited 3 people. Today alone, 263 people alone, only today, guys. Incredible. Last month, I recruited about 9 people. But I'll tell you, this works a lot. You know why? Because people are joining your energy. Give people the energy. When you want to sell more, give people the energy. Because I will tell you, there's so many people on social media that they get to meet every day. But why should they follow you? Why should they join you? Why should they buy from you? You give them the energy, guys, and I'm here for it. Do you feel the energy? Well, your energy must pay you. Energy is currency, ladies and gentlemen. Energy is currency. And so send them a voice note. When they give you the number, first thing that you do is you call. Don't text, call. Okay, if you've promoted and you feel the numbers are too many, what I do, I give out the numbers. But I also, if I'm going to give you the number, I'll have to tell you, this is what you're going to talk to these people. You understand? Let's do that. Let's make calls. Guys, give energy out there. Now, we need to have a balance when it comes to building a business. You do the retailing and then you do the retailing and you do the recruiting. We needed to have another recruiting masterclass, but we're going to have the next week, we're going to have the recruiting masterclass from the people that are actually doing amazing. And I'll be also training and sharing how I'm doing now. And I'll tell you guys, it's going to be amazing. So next week, I need to have at least 300 people on this masterclass when we are learning about recruiting. Okay. So you need to have a balance. Now, because we are not going to talk about recruiting, I just want to remind you that we have got a 19 minutes presentation that you can just be sending to your people, and people be getting the knowledge, the information about the Forever Living business and the stories in our team, and they'll be joining the business. Guys, we have recruited so many people by using this 19 minutes presentation. But before sending the 19 minutes presentation, I need you to send them this message. If I send it to you, will you watch it? You will start by, hi, you know what, I've got an amazing business opportunity, and I think it's an amazing one because it's really, I've seen stories from people, I'm also doing it, and so far I've been, if you have already started getting money, you can say, I sell it every day and I get to get money every single day. I don't struggle as much as I used to. But if you've just started, you can just say, you know what, I've started the business. I'm so very excited. I've seen people, making it in this business. Okay. I've seen people making it in business, and I think it's going to be amazing for you. I think it's going to be amazing for you. So I want to share the information with you, but I can only do that by sending you a 19 minutes presentation. If I send it to you, would you watch it? Then wait for the reply. And then the second question will be, when they say yes, you'll have to tell them how long it is. It's 19 minutes. If I send it to you, will you still watch it? Because they need to know how long it's going to be, and you prepare them in their mindset. They will most likely say yes. And then the third question will be like, if I send it to you now, what time will you be done watching it? Okay. That's how. When they say, then you'll send it to them, and you'll tell them, you know what, I'm gonna call you. Maybe you can give another 10 minutes. I'm gonna call you at 8:10, because that is when you'll be done watching. And actually do that. Okay, so by asking them these questions, then you will be able to be sure that you are increasing the productivity of this activity. You understand? Because you can just say, I'm just going to be sending 19 minutes presentation for people. But if you don't prepare them in their mindset, how long it is and how serious this thing is, they will not watch. You understand? So as we finish, I just want to remind you that you started the business because you wanted, more for your life. And so never forget your why. Never forget your why. It might be hard. It might be, it might be challenging. You will ask yourself, you will question yourself quite a number of times. It's tiring sometimes. And I will tell you, people's business is not a joke. However, it is much better than any other thing. Forever. I have never seen anything like this. And so I just want to encourage you that always remind yourself why you started the business, and always remember that you're unstoppable. By saying that, I want to wish you all great, great, great success as we are starting or stepping into the second week of as we are stepping in the almost third week, guys. After 4 days, we'll be closing the second week of the month. But now is the time that business is actually starting. And so I just want to encourage you to keep on building your business, start your business every single day, get new numbers every single day, promote your product every single day, learn the business every single day. And I know that by end of the month, you'll be winning, because this month, guys, we are winning. I've already seen God has already opened doors for us. You just need to walk in. But God will not bless you if you're just sitting and not doing nothing. Guys, people are waiting for this business. People are waiting for these products. You just need to be the one person that they'll always remember when they're saying, I want to have a Forever product. You should be the one person that they will remember when they're saying, you know what, I'm now ready to join the business. By saying that, guys, you are unstoppable, and I wish you all great success. See you next week.